is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1.
Yeah!
Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: medicine, classic novel spoilers, the masters of golf, olive oil, scary words, and Lennon. Where do we begin, player 1? A cold that lasts longer than a week may indicate inflammation of these air spaces in the skull. It's player 1. Good. You again, player 1. Here's Sarah from our Clue Crew with the clue.
Red blood cells are distorted into a particular shape and don't carry oxygen well in patients with this type of anemia.
Player 1? Right. Player 1. Suspect Rocky Mountain spotted fever even in patients from the Carolinas, as it's an area with lots of these critters. Yes, player 1? That's correct. Player 1. Pick a stent is a tube often used to hold these open, especially the coronary ones. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Player 1. Choose the air puff test. A measure of eye pressure is used to diagnose this condition. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. You get to pick again, player 1. Swiss scientist creates monster that craves bride. Scientist makes and destroys bride. Scientist dies. Monster mourns. It's player 2. Good for you. All right, let's get Raskolnikov murders an old woman. Raskolnikov confesses and is sentenced to 8 years in Siberia. Yes, player 1? Yeah, good. A lot of clues. Constance marries paralyzed Sir Clifford, has an affair with the gamekeeper, gets pregnant, awaits divorce and new life. It's player 1. That's it. You again, player 1. Answer. It's the Daily Double. And you have the lead. What are you going to wager? The clue. Heathcliff is raised in the Earnshaw home. Falls for Kathy. Love thwarted. Both die. That puts you even further ahead. Select again. Itinerant workers George and Lenny dream of owning a ranch. Lenny accidentally kills a girl. George kills Lenny. Let's hear it, player 2. That's correct. Player 2, where do we start? In 2005, he was 7 strokes down after round 1, but a miraculous 30-foot chip on 16 helped him win a 4th green jacket. Let's hear it, player 1. Yes. Okay, let's get back in. In 1964, he led an army on his way to his fourth and final Masters win. Okay, player 3. Right you are. Where do we begin, player 3? Bear with us. The first of his record 6 Masters wins came in 1963, and the last in 1986. Okay, player 3. Yes. Select again. In 2004, this golfer, known as Lefty, jumped for joy on 18 and showed off his vertical leap ability, about 2 inches. It's player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2. Both the course and the tournament were created by this 1920s icon, the only single-season winner of golf's Grand Slam. Let's hear it, player 1. You got it. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 1. Make a select. Most U.S.-produced olive oil comes from this state, so watch out, you dancing raisins. Player 1. Good. You again, player 1. It's pure and delicious. The oil that's the cold-pressed result of the first pressing of olives is extra this. Let's hear it, player 2. Good. Player 2, you start. Here's a pH test. All olive oils are graded in accordance with the degree of this they contain. Lower is better. Player 2. Right. Player 2. This Greek dish of lamb marinated in olive oil and spices, grilled and skewered, gets its name from the Greek for skewer. Okay, player 1. That's right. Way to go. Player 1. This LA Area Institute's famed olive walk is harvested for olive oil named for the school. Okay, player 3. Hey, you're right. All right, let's get back into this. Player 3 has bibliophobia. A fear of these might hurt you if you want to continue your studies. Player 2. Good. Player 2. If you suffer from heliophobia, a fear of this, you might be a vampire. Okay, player 3. Yes. All right, let's get back in. If you have pluviophobia, the fear of this weather condition, we probably won't find you singing in it. Player 3. Right you are. Select again. If you've got dendrophobia, a fear of these, we suggest not climbing any. Player 2. Right. A lot of clues, a lot of categories. If you have stygiophobia, derived from the river Styx, you have a fear of this, so act right. Let's hear it, player 1. Good. Player 1, you start us off. For his subversive activities, Lenin was banished to this region in 1897. Yes, player 2. Yes. A lot of clues. Lenin returned to Russia from Europe following the overthrow of the Tsar in this year. Let's hear it, player 3. Right. Where do we begin, player 3? Lenin led this majority revolutionary faction to power in the October Revolution. It's player 3. Yes. Player 3. Following the establishment of a dictatorship, Lenin changed his political party's name to this. It's player 2. Right. And the last clue for $1,000. After Lenin's death in 1924, this man began purging rivals and eventually took over the top spot. Yes, player 2. Right. Player 3 is going first in the Double Jeopardy round, which starts after this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. A side of Kevin Bacon. The Vatican. Amelia Earhart. What a gem. Spelling with element symbols. And Wolfgang. Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection as we continue. Kevin had to go to space camp before playing the role of Jack Swigert in this film. Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Where do we begin? Kevin had a cup of coffee in this 1982 Barry Levinson ensemble piece with chums Mickey Rourke, Paul Reiser, and Tim Daly. Let's hear it, player 2. Good. Player 2. Holy triskaidekaphobia. Special effects guru Tom Savini had an arrow shoved through Kevin's throat in this 1980 flick. Let's hear it, player 2. That is correct. Player 2. Choose again. Kevin could handle the truth as Captain Jack Ross in this 1992 legal drama written by Aaron Sorkin. Let's hear it, player 1. You got it. Where do we begin, player 1? Kevin played Ensign Pulver in the TV remake of this 1955 movie. Player 1? Yes. Please pick again, player 1. Crispin of Viterbo was the first one of these created by John Paul II. It's player 2. Good. A lot of clues. You may not use cell phones or felt-tip pens when researching in the secret these. It's player 3. That's right. Way to go. Okay, let's get back into this. The first of the 2 daily doubles. Player 3, you're in last place, so let's see if you can close. You need to select your wager. The clue. The 4 papal these churches include St. Peter's and St. John Lateran. Hey, you're right. Player 3. The Inventario Manoscritti room is part of this Vatican building. Okay, player 2. Right. Player 2. The faithful can make offerings via cash or credit card to the fund called This Man's Pence. Okay, Player 1. Yep. Where do we begin, Player 1? Amelia's first plane was bright yellow and named for this songbird. Okay, Player 2. That's it. All right, let's get back. In June of 1928, Amelia became the first woman to fly across this body of water, though she was only a passenger. It's Player 1. You are correct. Player 1, make a selection, please, as we continue. In 1935, Amelia flew solo in about 18 hours from Wheeler Field in this state to Oakland, California. Let's hear it, Player 1. Good. Player 1, you pick again. On her last flight, Amelia Earhart took off from this large island. It's Player 2. Yes. Player 2. Amelia was promised her independence when she married a member of this prominent publishing family. It's Player 3. Right. All right, let's get back into this. Player 3 has control of the board. This greenish-blue gem is so popular in the Southwest that it has its own museum in Albuquerque. It's Player 2. That's right, way to go. Player 2, also known as chrysoberyl, when cut a certain way, this gem produces a streak of light resembling the pupil of a certain animal. Let's hear it, Player 1. Right you are. Player 1, where do we start? Answer. The other daily double. And you're in the lead now. What are you going to wager? Here is your daily double clue. Often a lemony color, this variety of quartz has a name derived from the type of fruit that a lemon is. Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. You again, Player 1. Silent screen star Mary Pickford bequeathed the Star of Bombay, a 182-carat one of these gems, to the Smithsonian. Let's hear it, Player 2. Good. A lot of clue. Utah's official state gem is this stone that's often golden, but can be pink or blue. Player 3. Yes. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, Player 3. Make a selection. Helium, aluminum. It's Player 2. Yes. A lot of clues. Neon, argon. Let's hear it, Player 3. Yes. Player 3, where do we start? Copper, phosphorus. Player 3. That's it. We return to you. Tin, oxygen, boron. It's Player 2. Correct. Player 2. Hydrogen, silver. It's player 3. Right. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 3. In a 12th century beast epic, Isengrim is a wolf who battles against the sneaky Reynard, one of these animals. Okay, player 2. Hey, you're right. Player 2. In a medieval legend, the town of Gubbio is terrorized by a wolf until this saint greets it and tames it. Okay, player 2. That's it. Player 2. Raksha is the mother wolf who raises this human boy in Kipling's The Jungle Book. Player 2. Right. Player 2. This Jack London wolf character survives years of dogfighting and finally finds a compassionate human owner. Player 2. Right. And the last clue for $2,000. In her novel The Plains of Passage, a wolf named Wolf is the hunting partner of a cave woman. Okay, player 3. That's correct. You all move on to Final Jeopardy, which will continue after these messages. Time to get ready for Final Jeopardy. And today the category is this: traveling the globe. So, what's your wager? Our Final Jeopardy clue today is, flying due west from Los Angeles, it's the first foreign country you would reach. What did you put as your response? And this correct response will add how much to your score? And your response? And that correct response will add... Let's see your response. How much do you add to your total with that correct response? Player 1, congratulations to you. Good game. Thank you so much for playing.